national statistics, the Cornish are in the top 5 when it comes to issues of happiness, life satisfaction and self-worth.
So where did it all go wrong for Martin Clunes, belligerent character Dr. Martin? After 11 years and 6 series, the medic with the worst bedside manner in the country remains as miserable as ever.
Now, would Daddy like to introduce himself? He's Doc Martin.
Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you.
Well, come on then. No.
45?
Go through to the consulting room and wait.
What do you need all that for? Why do you need a knife?
Stop talking.
Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a
Who are all these people?
you.
You bathe at all?
Yes, I do.
Well, it's obviously time to step it up. Get amongst these crevices and sluice them out. You stupid woman.
What?
Sit down. Go. Why I bother?
That's
a good cut down, isn't it?
Isn't it quite liberating playing him and being like that? Because
great.
it's so...
It makes me rather smugly smirking away here because it's just, I think it's delightful to be so rude. Because I wouldn't do
To the elderly, to children.
Particularly the elderly and the children. Yeah. Physically rough with them as well.
Physically rough.
Really rough, especially the kids, they love it.
So he's actually been under considerable stress in Series 6, which is, by the way, out on DVD.
Yes.
Here it is.
There it is, perfect. One was very good.
One of the funniest shows, most entertaining shows on television since the Sunday Express.
There you go.
There you go. So he has been under a lot of pressure,
Terrible.
serious pressure.
Yeah. It got very bad. Because usually in a season we start with them in a bad place and then put them together again, but we've done that a few times. Is that a ringtone or a dog?
I think it might be a dog
Fair
out in South Bank.
Sorry, get that dog. But this series we sort of rang the changes by putting, because people were so desperate for them to get married. They write to us and speak to us in the streets and get married. So we got them married and then took them apart.
Yes.
So guess what we're going to do next series? Put them back together.
Oh, I hope so.
Well, we're going to try. A couple counselling.
Oh, good, because, I mean, it sort of ended on a real cliffhanger. I mean, to begin with, it was the whole brain hemorrhage thing, and that sort of took us all by surprise right at the end there. And then the operation. In fact, we've got a clip of this, have we? Let's just have a look.
I need your help.
If you need my help to perform an operation, then we're really in trouble.
You don't need any help with this operation. I've done it 7 times before. I've never been married before. I don't seem to be very good at it. I want to learn. Because I'd like to be much better at it.
You told me that just before you sliced my head open.
Who's slicing?
Whatever the technical term is.
Don't worry. It'll be fine.
So it does appear that he clearly wants to try and make this marriage work.
He's head over heels in love with her. He's absolutely besotted with her, but just sort of can't function in that way.
And one of the other things that's happened as well, the blood phobia's come back.
Yes.
Because he was originally a vascular surgeon, wasn't he?
That's it, yes.
And fear of blood, which prevents you from doing a job like that.
Yes, it does, yes.
And it's thing not to be frightened of.
Yes.
And so that's come back in this. But how will he function in that way? How can you function as a doctor if you've got a blood?
That particular procedure, he ran off and was sick in the bin in the middle. But he's got to deal with that because that was all and his mother comes, his father dies. It was quite tough, quite a tough season for him. But it's nice to see.
And you do it year on, year off, don't you?
Yes.
Is this for you because your wife is a producer? So
yes, well, we sort of figured if we disappeared every summer holidays, Emily would never see us, and she's sort of grown up. She's 14 now, and she's kind of grown up while we've been filming this.
Yeah.
So it seemed a bit mean. Plus, it does give us a bit of breathing space. It gives Port Isaac, where we shoot it, a bit of a rest from us.
Are they sick of the sight of you?
I think we have a mixed bag. I mean, we're quite good for people with businesses.
That's what I was going to say, because isn't there a sort of Doc Martin tour that goes on?
I heard that the other day, yes. I don't know who's organised that.
Oh, you should go on.
I
quite like it.
So you're saying that you've been away from home is a bit of a nightmare, but I mean, you have spent, this has been a 3-year adventure for you with the line which we were discussing at the beginning with Moogie,
Yes.
So We know that you were, as a child, inspired. You loved the movie Born Free.
Yes.
There is a real connection here, isn't there?
Yes, there is. Yes, a huge connection. There's a real treat for me. We wanted to make a film about a guy who worked and lived with George Adamson, rehabbing lions. And I don't know if you've ever seen that famous YouTube clip of Christian.
Oh yes, it's where he recognises the man
guys
that's
who used to
rescued
well,
him.
they brought him in the 70s. Two guys from Antique Years brought him from Harrods as a cub. And then he grew and they panicked and they called Bill Travis, who played George Adamson in the film of Born Free. And Bill got in touch with the real George Adamson, and he said, "Okay, let's give it a go." And they rehabbed him, and he was the 5th generation born in captivity in Asylum. And Bill made this lovely film called Christian the Lion, of which that's a clip. And they went back a year later, and he came pounding down that rock.
Which is incredible.
I've got it.
And then George was murdered about 25 years ago, and the whole camp was burnt to the ground. And Tony has painstakingly rebuilt it stick for stick in this magical place.
It's Tony Fitzjohn.
Yes, in a cathedral, like place. You fly for hours across the canopy of the bush, and then there it is. Yeah, you see these rocks that are all around
That's
it.
the new one
That's
there.
the new one.
That's what
Yes.
because what I didn't realise was that you sort of elephants get more attention than lions do, if you like. That
Yes,
there
we
is
didn't until we started doing this, because we are, thanks to Prince William, we're all hearing about the statistics with rhino and elephant, and they've come to the fore. And for some reason, the numbers of lion populations haven't, and they're really dwindling. And the human population of Kenya has increased God knows how much in the last 25 years, so that makes setting them free tricky as well. So this all is changed so much.
40,000 on the whole continent of Africa.
it's nothing, is it?
It's really nothing. And there's all sorts of reasons. There's more tigers in California than in India. It's all wrong. But there are these people valiantly working to address all these issues, and we're just sort of highlighting the fact that the story's moved on and it's different.
But it's lovely for you to be so closely involved with something, not just flown out as a presenter to do something, but you know the people, you know the animal, you know the place.
And Virginia, who I've known for years, she came out and filmed this in Cora, no, not in Cora, in Meru, where Elsa, I went to the bit where Elsa brought her cubs back over the river. And as a kid, looking at these black and white pictures in my book, and then I've been and seen these places.
Well, The Lion Called movie is ITV on April the 4th, so not to be missed. And also the Doc Martin Complete Series 6 is out on DVD something soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
We'll be returning here with Bill Nye. That's coming up.